Getting Sick from the Ice Cream Sandwich channel. Have you seen it? Because we haven't.
All right, let's just jump into it.
I don't know if you can tell from my voice right now, but I'm pretty sick. A vile harbinger of disease. Don't worry, it's not COVID. Everything's fine, but if you want to make me feel better, the only thing that'll make me feel better is to smash that subscribe.
Oh, no,
Being sick
God.
has made me think about a lot of things, like what it's like to breathe. I remember when being sick used to be awesome. You would get sick, go to the nurse's office, parents would pick you up, your mom will make you soup, and you get to watch cartoons or something for the rest of the day.
Yeah, those were the
Now,
days.
Yeah.
at least for me, getting sick is like, well, I have to work and be sick. Who set up a sit? This
Yep.
is a scam. The world should not be this way. There should be a service that's like, when you're sick, somebody comes over and they make you soup and they tuck you in, and they give you a kiss on the head, and they put on a movie and they say,
Mom for
"You
hire."
cozy?"
Yep.
Yeah, I'm cozy. Anyway, the worst time that I've ever gotten sick was probably appendicitis. I already made a video about that though. So, the other more recent bad time that I got sick was about a year ago now, when I was starting to feel very tingly in my appendages. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
that's probably the worst thing possible. Let's Google everything.
It's the worst thing possible.
I knew it!
That's
The
what
worst-
happens.
Well, first, I must ask you, do you like Square? Well, good news! This video is sponsored by Established Titles. Established Titles is a way to buy 1 square foot of land with a unique plot number in Scotland, so then you become officially a lord/lady. It's a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords and ladies. Now, when I call someone a peasant, it has a little bit more punch to it. Established Titles has partnered with
When I
One
call
Tree
someone a
Planted
peasant.
and Trees for the Future. So every order is a tree planted. You can also buy titles as a gift for friends and family. And they can put their newly acquired title on things like dating profiles, plane tickets, and even credit cards. First 200 people to purchase a title.
I love when they do
package by link
ads,
will
like,
effectively be next
but they
to my
let the
blog.
creators
And I
have
promise
a
I
chance to
will
do
not
it.
annex you.
It's way more
Established
in.
Titles is running a Black
It's
Friday
way better.
sale. Plus, if you use code Ice Cream Sandwich, you get 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/ice cream sandwich to get your gifts now and help support forests. Elevate yourself out of peasantry today. So I made a doctor's appointment, and I go into the doctor. I talk to them about my symptoms and all these things, and they're like, "Is it COVID?" And I'm like, "No, I got many tests." And then they asked me some questions, took my temperature, and then they were like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Okay, just
Cool.
come back if it gets worse." And I did. And then the next doctor that I see was like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like,
So
well,
helpful.
let's recommend you to a neurologist because it could be a problem with your brain. And then I go to that doctor, and they're like, "Well, I don't know what it is either, but we should scan your skull and spine." And I'm like, "Well, why don't we just start with that? It's been weeks of these symptoms, and I'm just sitting here. Why don't we start with that?" And so she's like, "Good news, we're not scanning a ton of people right now. We might be able to get you in today." I'm like, "Oh, this is good." She leaves for a little bit.
That's
She comes
really
back.
lucky.
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. We have to," and then she said some word that I totally can't remember, but it's the process that she's like, "We have to do this process." And what the process is she has to go to the insurance company and says, "Do we have permission to do this procedure on the patient?" And then the insurance company gives the green thumb. I'm sorry, why is that real? I could be melting from the inside out, and the insurance
Yeah,
company,
right?
who's filled with 0% doctors, is going to be like, "Maybe, no. I have to wait an additional week for this stupid process to pass."
Oh
What if-
my god.
Wow.
Next time you need help, and for some reason need my help specifically, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait a week for you." Sorry, I don't know if you could tell, I'm kind of bitter about it. Anyway, I get approved, and so we move on. So I'm ready to get a scan for my skull and spine. It's inside of an MRI machine. They're like, "Are you claustrophobic?" Maybe a little bit. I guess we'll figure out while I'm in there. They're like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
right?
cool. This is gonna
Nice.
take about 1 hour." And that made me a little nervous because I'm a really
1
good-
hour?
That's a
at all
long
times, I have
time,
to be
right?
moving.
I don't know.
Moving my legs, moving my wrists,
Never
rubbing
been
my
in
feet
one.
together like a little cricket in my bed. I don't know why. I haven't really looked into why that is. And so I was a little bit nervous. But give you like these little headphones, and then they're like, "Do you like classical music or jazz music?" And I'm like, "Oh, let's do jazz music." And then you go into the
What if
tube,
the answer
and
is
it's really,
neither?
really tight, and it's kind of freaky. But the jazz music actually helps a little bit. I did surprisingly well. We got all the scans done. We only needed to redo one of them because I kind of twitched my head at one point after I was suppressing for so long. And I come out, they say, okay, we're going to look at these, we're going to see what's up, and then we're going to tell you. I'm actually like really freaked out because at this point, we're thinking, oh, a brain scan, the thing that's the most delicate part of your body, and they have to look at it and see if something's wrong with that. That's kind of freaky. So we wait. And then the results come back. The results were brain scan, unremarkable.
Wow.
I think technically I understand that that's a good thing. You didn't have to say it like that. Spine scan, also unremarkable. I came up clean. So what the heck is wrong with me? Turns out we never found out. I spent thousands upon dollars waiting, ultimately
That
amount
sucks.
to, I don't know what it is. And then eventually the symptoms went away.
What?
Great. What's the moral of the story here? I don't know. Thanks for watching.
That's why I'm so skeptical to go to the doctors, because they're just gonna be
know.
like, I don't know what's wrong with you, and
You
then I
don't wait
spend thousands of dollars, nothing.
He had to wait a week just to get approved to see if he could get a test to see if they might find what's wrong with him.
Yep.
Insane.
He went to 3 doctors for
Yeah.
all of them to be like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Well, then why are you a doctor?
Yeah.
What the hell,
It's
man?
ridiculous. Sorry you went through that, man.
That
That's
sucks.
crazy.
Well, subscribe to him
Yeah.
because he deserves
Support
it.
him.
He needs it. Fucking.
You know who else needs it?
Well, if you liked watching this video, please leave a comment below for any suggestions. Subscribe if you like the video. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.